connects back to the original question prompt, which, does it undermine the animal rights message?
Well,
what would you say, Roger, if a welfare petition came across your desk for PETA? How would you feel about that?
well, a funny story about that is I used to have a petition which was the recipient of which was PETA. And I was asking PETA not to classify Animal Liberation as an animal rights book. Because even now, if you go to the PETA website, the North American one, and you look in their bookstore, they only sell one philosophy book, which is Animal Liberation. And they always have sold Animal Liberation. And they've always characterized it as an animal rights book. And Peter Singer himself, as we saw from the clip at the beginning, says it is not an animal rightist. And he used to complain bitterly about being called animal rights advocate because he's not. He doesn't believe in moral rights.
Although people very frequently describe me as an animal rights advocate, as you just did, and that's fine from the point of view of taking a political stance. People will know what side I'm on, where I am. Philosophically, I'm not an animal rights advocate because I don't think that rights is the appropriate terminology to think about the issue.
And he's kind of given up on that now, and he's kind of given up on the movement in that sense, in the sense that I think he realizes that the movement is not very philosophically sophisticated, and so therefore they will ignore the fact that he is pleading with them not to call him an animal rights person, and yet PETA will insist on calling him an animal rights person. And then the counter movements, I think the ones that Tim mentioned and that Harold mentioned, they always jump all over Peter Singer as an animal rights person because he's so controversial in other areas.